Once the scientific process is on, I mean, even now, I'm not saying that illegal mining is going on, but there's certain areas, individuals, please you have to remember one thing, and I think the state and the people should understand, and all of you should understand that before 2014, there was nothing called illegal. Everything was happening for the last 100, 200 years, and our coal miners and our people were engaging in that process for decades and centuries. Suddenly, you come in 2014 and you say, no, you cannot live and you cannot go ahead with your livelihood and the way you used to mine from tomorrow onwards. And these are lakhs of people who depend on livelihood on coal. So, therefore, to come in and simply stop their livelihood and in a way snatch their livelihood is not so simple. So, people will have to live, people will have to earn. So, therefore, when you don't have a mechanism to tell them that, look, you can do it, but you can do it this way, if that mechanism is not in place, then people will do what they know the best to do. And therefore, this entire transition, this period where we were trying to adapt with this entire order of the NGT to the point that today we are able to now come up with scientific mining is a very difficult phase. You tell people that no, you can't do this, and neither do you show them how you can do it. What will they do? So, therefore, let's be very, very practical. Let's be very practical. The challenges were there. The challenges were there. We fought those challenges. We overcome those challenges. We took action against people who were trying to do any kind of illegal activity. We stopped many, some we could not, and things happen. These kind of situations are. But at the same time, overall commitment was there from the state government. And therefore, today we are at a phase, as I said, I once again repeating, that we are almost, as I said, at the point that we are now going to transition from the phase of not allowing people to mine to a situation where we have now created a framework and say, guys, you can do it, but you have to follow these procedures. And about, as I said, about 20 plus people have accepted it. Large miners, there's 100 acres, 100 hectares of mines. They have started it. And so this process is on. And it is obviously the government's responsibility to ensure that all the scientific process happens. And I'm very confident that as and when, see, who wants to do illegal things? Obviously, people have a legal option. Earlier, there was no legal option also. The problem was there was no framework, there were no rules, there was no system, there was no policy. And we had to challenge all of that in High Court, Supreme Court. We had to take it to Government of India. We had to take it to, it's a huge and a long and a tedious process that we had to do. So therefore, we will see, as I said, this beginning of this entire process now being streamlined. And I'm very hopeful that as more and more miners get licensed, as this becomes a normal procedure, and as we are able to streamline the process even further in the future, which I don't want to talk about, but I'm working very deeply to this aspect. I'm very sure that everything will become very streamlined, and all the different mines that are taking activities that are taking place will be in a very clear manner, transparent manner, and in a very scientific manner.
Can you consider the present government